Hey guys, it's Danny. Alrighty, time to make a 2-month update of my orchids in the new setup. What I've observed, some troubles we had, and so on, so you have a better idea how things work so far. So, the first concern, salt buildup. As you can see, my pot has some salt deposits. However, these are kind of strange. So if I take a look at all of my pots, I can clearly see that not all of them have these salt deposits. Actually, 90% of the pots are okay, but there are just a few pots who have this white deposit on the rim only. Now, it might be logical because the rim dries faster when the pot dries. However, the fact that not all of my pots display this might mean that these particular pots have a defect. Maybe they're more porous. I really didn't have too much different care for my orchids. I made them so I water them at the same time. I used the same amount of fertilizer and so on. So I'm not sure if I'm dealing with some faults in the pots. However, I didn't try to remove this because I wanted to film it. But it is indeed salt deposit. So let's see if we can remove it. Okay, so I have a wet sponge. I really don't know if this will work, but I will try. Actually, it comes right off. I don't think this was staining. I think it was just some buildup, but I really don't know why it accumulates only on some pots and only on the top. But as you can see, it's quite easily removable. Well, this went better than I expected. So, okay, this problem is solved. It might just be that there are differences within the pot in the manufacturing process. Maybe this part is a little bit more porous. Anyway, I am kind of relieved. Alrighty, let's get to the second matter, fertilizing. And I did have some issues there. Okay, so here is what I wanted to show you. Do you notice this root right here? Do you see it has a blackening at some point and then it starts to grow again? Well, I have a few orchids displaying this. I'll try to show you another example further on. So the root tips on some orchids just blackened like this. They didn't die, but obviously they were affected by something. And this is usually a sign of some sort of toxicity. And what I mean by that, it might be broken down medium, it might be acidity, it might be too much salt, actually, too much fertilizer. So what I did with my fertilizer is cut the dosage in half. You might know that the rain mix suggests that you use 2 scoops for 4 liters. Well, I'm currently using only 1 for the past 2 or 3 weeks. Now, it might be that my orchids are a little bit sensitive right now because they were after transport, they don't have too many roots, they haven't been fertilized all winter long because I ran out of fertilizer. So this might be one of the possibilities. So right now I cut the dosage in half. I don't have any more problems, so that's good. But this might very well be due to the insecticide as well. It's not because of the water, because I use osmosis water, but one of the two, either insecticide, either too much fertilizer. So right now I just cut it in 2 and I'll see how it goes. So far so good. The roots have actually started to grow normally. As you can see here in the back, I have a root which grows pretty well. Now, regarding root production, I have to tell you, I've never seen so much root production on my orchids. This is one of them, a sick one, but I'll try to show you on the screen a few more while I talk. So what I noticed is that the vast majority of my orchids are just exploding with roots, even the vandas, everything. I'm not sure if this is because of the warmth, of the light, of the fertilizer, humidity, whatever it is, I am not sure. But indeed, they are exploding, and that's really good. And so far, I did not see this on my orchids ever, and considering they'd just been through a really tough move, and trust me when I tell you, it was tough. I didn't have my medium in time, I was struggling to keep them hydrated. It was a nightmare. Considering all of these, they're bouncing back as best as they can. It's a win. I'm really happy about that. And I'm very, very relieved, particularly because when I saw the roots starting to blacken, I thought it was the ceramis or the medium. Something was not to their liking. I really panicked, but it wasn't. Everything is starting to grow normally. I suspect it was the fertilizer. And I suspect some of them, not all of them, are more fragile when it comes to this. Now, how are the roots growing? Do they go inside the medium? Do they go out? How are they growing? Well, I have to tell you, I have something from everything. So I have roots that grow pretty shallow on the top, right beneath the ceramis. I also have roots that go out, but I also have roots that go inside the medium. as you can see on this cattleya, as well roots that are circling the ceramic pot, roots that are growing inside the medium actually go through the medium and I just see parts of them through, and so on. I really didn't see a pattern. I mean, the bigger ceramis compared to the smaller ceramis, it's, I don't know, it's pretty random so far. Some of them go inside, some of them stay on the top, some of them just go up. They have a mind of their own, so I have all types of roots behaving in all sorts of ways, but I cannot really say that they dislike or like the medium in particular. Well, they're growing, so it must mean they kind of are okay with the medium. However, nothing out of the usual. I mean, I have the same behavior in bark and sphagnum moss as well. It just really depends on the orchid and what it feels like doing, really. However, I am observing a new behavior I didn't notice before, and it might be due to the stress, really. So take a look at this orchid. You can see this is an immature growth. It is still growing, but it is already producing another growth from it. And she's not the only one doing this. So that was a cattleya, but here I have a sort of a seedling Dendrobium nobile doing the very same thing. Another cattleya doing the same thing. And I might have one more, but I'm not sure which one it is. Anyways, there are not many of them displaying this behavior, but it's new. I never had it. I think it really has to do with the stress or maybe with the fertilizer right now, because I do give them high nitrogen fertilizer, so that might influence some more vegetative growth on some of them. So overall, things are quite okay. I'll see what's up with those salt deposits, what they are. It's weird because I really don't have any salt deposits on the rest of the pot, only on the top. I don't know. It doesn't seem to affect orchids and it comes right off, so that's good. I'll also continue to see the roots and see if the switch in fertilizer quantity will affect them. It might have been a bit too strong for them right now. And yeah, we'll keep you guys updated, but thank God, so far so good. So alrighty, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed this. If you'd like to see more orchid videos from me and stay up to date, simply subscribe to my channel. I post on a daily basis. Also feel free to drop me a comment anytime if you have questions or suggestions for videos. If you ever want to send me a letter, you can do so at the address you see on the screen right here or in the description below. If you click on the left side of your screen, you're gonna be directed to orchidnature.com, where you'll find care sheets, identification sheets, and also you can talk to us in the forum section. And on the right side of your screen, you can click to watch another orchid video. Thanks for joining. I'll see you next time. Bye!